What's up, Scrapyard? Let me ask you a question real quick. Do you want to shoot like this? Do you want to one clip more consistently? Well, I bet you do. You guys have been asking, and good thing I'm a provider. It's time to give you guys my settings for Season 12, which are honestly the same every season, but without further ado, let's get into it. Bam ba bam 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 ba bam 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 ba bam 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 ba bam bam. So like I've said before, my settings are the same every single season, since about Season 2 I believe. With a few exceptions and whatnot, but definitely the same as last season. But I hope that this video reaches new people that have never seen my settings before, so it's kind of why I'm making it. Either way, we'll start with gameplay and end with audio, and we'll go through every single thing quickly. I'm just going to tell you what I have, not necessarily what it does, but what I have. Either way, we have interlock prompt style as compact, button hints as on, crosshair damage feedback, X with shield icon, damage numbers is stacking, ping opacity is default, obituaries is on, it's important to have on, minimap rotation is off, weapon auto cycle on empty is on, auto sprint is off, double tap sprint is off, jetpack control is hold, don't care, I don't play Valk, incoming damage feedback is 3D, taking damage closes death box or crafting menu, that's off. That's important because if you see my armor swaps, you need this off. It's important for that. Hop up, pop up, on. Streamer mode is off. Anonymous mode is enabled. Number one LOBA things. Usage sharing is enabled. Cross-platform play, have to have it on. Performance display is on, tells you your frames and whatnot. Club invites enabled. And for my reticle, we have a very, very light blue, almost a cyan color. Here's the numbers for it. Colorblind mode, we have Tritanopia, subtitles off, subtitle don't care. None of this matters. Now for the good. My button layout is evolved. It's better for movement, in my opinion. Stick layout is default. Interact reload button, tap to use. Crouch button, toggle. Aim button, hold. Survival slot button, on. L2R2 button dead zones default. Menu cursor speed about halfway. Look sens is 7. Look sens ADS is 6. I do not use per optic settings. Response curve is classic. Look dead zone is none. If you have a little stick drift on your controller, go ahead and turn that up as you need. Movement dead zone is small. Inverted look off. Vibration is on. AOCs I do not use, as you guys know, which may be hard for some of you to believe. My brightness is pretty much all the way up, about one notch from the last notch right there. Field of view is 110. FOV ability scaling is enabled. Sprint view shake is minimal. And as for the audio, it's all personal preference. The dialogue in this game is very loud, so I turned it down. Music volume is way too loud, so it's off. Lobby music, same, turned down. But I want to go over quickly a couple things that I think that you guys should change your settings to in order to become a better player. First off is going to be your FOV. A lot of people have that at 70, not realizing what it does. A lot of people may have it at 90, not realizing what it does. Whatever is best for you is best for you, but in my opinion, anywhere from 100 to max 110 is going to be the best FOV for you. You're able to see more of your surroundings that way. So I'm not recommending that you jump from 70 or wherever you're at to max, but at least increase it a little bit and give yourself a better chance to see what's going on around you. That's the first thing. And the second thing that I talk about a lot is my sensitivity. A lot of people play 3-3 sens, 4-3 sens, something that's super low. And those people ask me questions all the time. How can I improve my tracking? How can I improve my movement? Well, you need higher sensitivity to do that. And higher sens is always going to be better than low sens for tracking and movement, right? So, regardless of what you play on, again, your sensitivity is comfortable for you, it's specific for you. Don't go and copy my sens just because I'm saying it. But if you're playing on lower sens like 2-2, 3-3, 4-3, whatever, I recommend increasing your sens one notch and trying to make it up to my sens, which is 7-6, right? So if you play on 3-3, try to do 4-3, and then 4-4, and then 5-4, and then 5-5. And along that path, find what's most comfortable for you. That's what I recommend. In my opinion, it's always better to have higher sens than lower sens if tracking and movement is something that you want to improve on. I already told you about the look dead zones. This is good for countering stick drift. So turn it on if you need it, if you have stick drift on your controller. And that's about it. Like I talked about, taking damage closes death box. If you want to do pristine armor swaps like I do, you need to have that off so you don't close out of the death box whenever you're getting shot at. Another good one right now is performance display. It lets you know if you're lagging, if you have any packet loss, what your frames are like that game. Especially important for people that play on last gen systems like PS4 or the Xbox One, because the frames per second fluctuate a lot. So it's good to know if you're playing on those consoles when your frames are dropping, so you can potentially avoid a fight or whatnot. And Tritonopia is another one that I'll lastly go over right now for my settings. Tritonopia is, in my opinion, is the best colorblind mode. No, I'm not colorblind, but I like it because it brightens up the textures and screens and the color of everything. As you can see on the right side of the screen right here, look how solid and darker these colors are compared to the lighter, more pastel-like Tritonopia colors. In my opinion, it's just more visually pleasing. That's about it for my settings, and best of luck to you guys for Season 12. I hope you guys have fun this season. It's going to be a great season, and I'll be grinding very hard every day on twitch.tv/scrappy, so come check me out if you don't mind. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.